Don't go into the graveyard, you'll get mugged. Unless you're somebody that I don't like, or a mugger just trying to make ends meet working that graveyard shift. In which case you should feel free to enter the graveyard. I would like to thank you all for tuning in to this year's episode of Legend of Cave Story 10-2, How I Met Your Earthbound Zero. Tonight's episode is brought to you by O'Mara's Irish Country Cream. I put that shit in everything. Sometimes I'll even put it in my Gatorade when I'm playing basketball. And it seems to not really help because, you know, I'm a white guy, there's no way I can... Anyway, if you haven't noticed already, this episode's gonna suck, because all I'm doing is going backwards. It's basically the last episode in reverse, and with, believe it or not, less humor and things happening. Side note, I recently graduated college and got my bachelor's degree in business administration. Unfortunately, that does not mean that I'll be any more competent at anything. But I mean, let's face it, you don't really have to be all that good at stabbing bats, you just have to... I mean, they're not gonna do that much damage to you, so it doesn't matter, you know, you can take a bunch of hits. But a wise dog once told me that sucking at something is the first step to becoming kinda good at something. Aside from guns, what is your weapon of choice? Mine would be either nunchucks, hammers, or throwing turtles. Dual shields is an acceptable answer. Brook shields might also be an acceptable answer. Also, what element type would you be? Because I think, I would pick ice, just because, like, hey, what would Samuel L. Jackson do? Not to get off topic or anything, but now that you have the magic hammer, the way back through Death Mountain is a lot easier because you pretty much already cleared out all of the difficult enemies. Except the bats and slimes have multiplied again because they keep reproducing. Like a whole bunch of reproduce bags. But you know my philosophy on reproduction. Don't do it if you're terrible. And chances are you are. Related tangent, I'm really sick of people on my Facebook feed being like, I can't believe how dumb people can be. And it's like, really? Like, really? You can't? Because have you just recently become smart yourself? Or else you would have noticed that, you know, by the time you were 6. I should just name my episodes... Damn it, I missed. I should just name all of these episodes KarmaJolt Says Random Shit and people for some reason like it. Because that's... accurate, right? Right? You like it? Please validate my existence. You know what? Never mind. I don't need that because I know Bagoo. And knowing Bagoo has its perks, ladies and gentlemen, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. Now, I'm not quite sure how this bridge operates, but I think you can extend it by standing in an empty room and doing nothing. Or maybe it extends when you think about Bagoo, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. Have a beer with this orange lady and your magic will be refilled. Looks like I ducked inside that house just in time to avoid that fat chick. Yo, so many women in this town have bowls. They carry bowls on their heads. Yeah, even coming out of the house, they must have an empty bowl. Is that a fashion statement or something? I'm just wondering if... Shut the fuck up, Rick Moranis clone. Oh my gosh, that guy wasted so much of my time that is valuable. Like, doesn't he know that I have cheese to eat? And crackers? Sorry, that was rude of me. I apologize for talking. Okay, things to do include 1. Smash things, 2. Find the second palace, and now... shit. I'm really bad at driving. All I had to do was stay on the road, and I could have avoided that. But yeah, I'm gonna find the second palace, and I didn't even need the fucking hammer to get to it, because it's up... The second palace is just up north. I totally forgot about it. How did that... I'm great at this game. Did I mention that? Alright, so whatever. It turns out that you don't need the hammer to get to the second palace. I don't know how I forgot that. But not like it's a bad thing that we got a hammer, you know, because whoever said, oh, I wish I didn't have so many damn hammers. Nobody ever said that. And here is some free potion that I will grab. Okay, so yeah, I didn't make a mistake. I didn't actually make a mistake, because you need the hammer anyway. I just was wrong about the order that was necessary. But who cares? May the one of you who cares be the one to cast the first stone. Which I will smash because I've got a hammer. Did I mention that? We can play some rock, paper, hammer if you want. I don't know what the hammer would lose to. Most likely, another hammer. And even then, it's only a 50-50. Or maybe even the hammers would get along, like they'd become friends, and they'd forget all about this fight. This silly and pointless dispute. Side note, stabbing statues, especially IRL, will always amount to good things. Unless it's one of those living statues, like in the French Quarter in New Orleans, like there will be a dude acting like a statue. Do not stab him or her, because that's a real human being, and you can't legally do that. Also, it's probably, you know, you'd hurt somebody. That's wrong. Shouldn't do. I mean, but sometimes they just deserve to be stabbed. So what I mean to say is, somewhere in this palace, fuck, I let him get away, there is a glove, which obviously allows you to destroy square blocks, because the boots wouldn't do that. That's stupid. But yeah, anyway, these gloves are like 5% chance of crushing blow, like add some poison damage, decent defense. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about them. They're decent. No lifesteal or anything. Yo, skeletons love jumping on people. Like, I don't know. Is that where the phrase, like when you say, like, oh, she wants to jump my bones? Like, does that come from skeletons? I'm not really sure what the etymology of the phrase is, but I can only assume. I'm doing a great job of making it look like I know where to go, because I just so happened to guess where a key would be. So for some reason my instinct told me to not take the first left, but the second left. Because fuck going to the right, that's stupid. That's for noobs. And I'm so glad this dungeon has elevators instead of stairs. Y'all know how I feel about stairs, because I'm all like, fuck stairs. In fact, whenever I go to my friend Ricky's apartment, like, he lives on the second floor, and you have to, like, you're supposed to take the stairs on the outside to go up, but usually I just use my grappling hook. The boss of this dungeon is is weak to key type attacks, so make sure to grab every key that you can, because they'll do a lot of damage. Now, this room is really long, so I'm probably not gonna get to finish this entire room in this video. So I'm probably just gonna get stabbed, kill this guy, and then cut it.